Hello everyone, let's get started. Today is really a special day. I have a very special guest on my video, just via voice, but anyway, it's Darren Moore. He is very famous on Twitter. He is like the research machine there. He is like relentlessly researching stuff around Ripple, around XRP, ILP, and everything. So let's welcome Darren. Hi, Darren.
Hi, Michael. Thank you for having me on the show, and thank you for the kind words.
I mean, I'm most likely one of your biggest fans. Tell us a little bit about your background, where you're coming from, whatever is coming from your heart.
Okay, I went to school for 3D animation and interactive media, so I'm just familiar with programs. I've spent a great deal of time on computers, so I'm just familiar with how it all works out.
So I understand you're like in art on like design something on computers. Is that how I understand it?
Well, I used to be. I'm working as a framer for my father, building houses right now.
What brought you to crypto, and when?
About 2 years ago, I was talking to a computer programmer that was telling me a story about how these teenage kids were asking him if he could hack an ATM. So he started talking about how archaic the ATM is and all the problems that just SL encryption has, and just all the negatives, and how the world's going to change through Bitcoin. So, and he gave me good reason to think Bitcoin would fundamentally change the world. It made me a believer, and I put some money into Bitcoin, and then it started going up to 20,000. So.
And when was that?
Probably 2016, leading into 2017.
So yeah, okay. I came rather late to the game. I myself touched, so to speak, crypto. I think it was August, September 2017. When was the switch to XRP? What caused you to switch to XRP?
Well, initially it was just I watched the Ripple.com video, and they explained what they did, and I said, wow, that's a great idea. So I put a little bit of money into it. Then later on, I started watching Fritz the Bear's documentaries, and I really got into it. I started adding more.
Of all those who did publish those riddle or de-riddle videos, my still now favorite is the one with the bamboo growing. Have you seen that one?
Yeah, I have. I watched all. I thought they were great.
Okay, what triggered you doing research on for XRP? Like, or why did you start? I mean,
well, like watching Fritz the Bear's documentary just led me to believe that it seems like there's going to be something major that's coming about. So I was thinking if Ripple's a part of that, I should look into it. So I started just Googling Ripple. What I find on Twitter.
So basically, Twitter and YouTube kind of got you started. But the reason for doing your research, did you want more confidence that you did the right investment? I started basically doing more research to know if I'm really investing in the right thing, and the deeper I dug, the more confident I got, and then I spoke with my wife. Can we spend some more money on it? And I explained everything I did the research on. For me, it was literally to prove that I'm doing the right thing. That was basically my main motivator of doing my research. Was it the same for you?
Mine's the same story. I scaled in very slowly, and the more I researched, the more I was a believer, and the more confidence I had, and I mean, today I heard Garlinghouse talk about Bank of England as a Ripple customer, and I mean, the confidence keeps compounding. I do not regret any of the amount of money I put into it, and I'll just keep adding.
Yeah, compounding is a nice thing because it kind of doubles the value, right? And it's nice when it happens with our confidence into our investment. Are you? You don't need to answer. Are you all in, or do you invest in other cryptos as well?
I'm all in. I'm all in on XRP. However, I do see a future with many of the other coins. But me personally, I'm all in on XRP.
Yeah, same for me. Now, tell us a little bit about your research. You told us before that those videos from Fritz the Bear basically got you interested in doing the research, and then you had your account on Twitter and you saw all that news going along. How do you remember your first research result?
I wasn't really that great at it. I would find little things and underline it, thinking that everyone realized what I was suggesting, but nobody really knew. So some of my older tweets were just, underlining Saya in a Swift document, or just a partner of a partner that I thought everyone understood. But I got better at it.
And how?
It took me to figure out how to go about everything, but I eventually got better at it.
Can you give us an example how it got better? Did you start searching for other terms, or start searching in a different way for those terms?
Yeah, at first I was searching for partners of Ripple to talk about APIs, and I was thinking that they were linked through APIs, and I would, just not really get the full picture. And then later I just started finding the things that were directly related to Ripple or blockchain or DLT as a future, for the future of DLT or blockchain, and I would start looking into those documents rather than some very fine detail that didn't really matter.
I sent you recently the document how I described to a guy a while back how I do my research, and you basically confirmed that's more or less the way you're doing your research as well. And I think you only had one addition there, that you also started searching by file types. Did that help a lot?
I've noticed that most of the good information comes from PDFs, so I usually just search through PDFs, and I'm pretty successful with the PDF file type. I very rarely look on the websites for any information.
Let's call it a deal for now, for the first episode with you. For my audience, we will make a second part where he will talk a little bit about his favorite research stuff. So, thanks
for having me, Michael. It's been a pleasure.
It's been a pleasure for me. Thank you. Bye, Darren.